have something to say, I've learned something. You still have something to say, I am growing in my spiritual and physical life, because my own is that I am not sharing it only in my physical. I am sharing it both spiritual. A beautiful evening. I hope you will enjoy today's own. So before I go in, I wish to remind you that you are so special. You that have been watching my video, I appreciate. And those that are still new to my channel, if you are not in my YouTube, you are missing, because everything you will not see in my Facebook or Instagram, once you are not in three of them, you might be missing, because I am playing differently in three of them. So get in touch and let us play it together. Let us be friends and grow together. So you are welcome once again. So today I'll be speaking on there is this question that I've been longing to make video on, based on the question that was asked on my Facebook. If you are watching from my YouTube, please, this question was asked from my Facebook. I've been longing to make this video, being like deviating from my plan, because this has been long. Not that I don't know what to say, or that I am short of word in it. No, just that things, just as I said, has been coming and taking over the video I planned for. So today I have made up my mind that I will be giving you a kind of answer to the question that I was asked. So if you're watching from my YouTube, please, this was a question from my Facebook. A friend asked this question and I want to answer it. There was a video that I made, and there was this comment that was going on. Finally, maybe this particular person might be a kind of, he has a kind of interest to know me more, and he asked of my number. I did not reply. He said, please, I would like you to give me your number. Besides, this was a public chat and all these things. Though, even if it is not public, I don't have any reason to give her my number like that, just because there is video that I made, maybe you like it or something, and now you started asking for number. My aim was that we are already friends, even though that I've said it to him in my private chats, like in Messenger, that already we are friends. There's no need of asking me my number, because already already you have been seeing me, and you will get to know me more from here, because I am here to, as in, to relate with friends, because before we come to know ourselves, even to others, everybody that I have as a friend, is either that maybe I ask you for friendship and you accepted, or you asked and I accepted. So having known ourselves, we're already friends. Okay, if you want to have my number, that might be on a reasonable, maybe there might be something that will tell me that this relationship need to have to share the number to ourselves. So, but if I didn't find anything that might worth or my warrant giving number, I don't, I will not find it reasonable or meaningful to give her the number. So as he asked about that number, I did not reply. I did not give the number, even to the private. He said, now, like, came to Facebook in one of my video again, to say that I am not doing what I am preaching. I am not doing what I am saying. Meanwhile, there was my video, one of my video, that I said there is, I think that that might be what he has in mind before saying that there is no fear in love. Perfect love drives out all fear. Even though that he, when I was telling him, sure, he know I am married. So all this, so I want to clarify, not that I'm afraid that because I'm married that I cannot have friends or something, but I just want to know where he's coming from. He said yes, quite well. Him himself is married as well, so that he just like he want us to know ourselves and better. But beside, I have checked and see that there is no reason for that. I have said to him, please, we have known us and we are friends, and here I am sharing almost my life and everything about me. You will hear more, you will know more. So there's no need of asking of my phone number. So meanwhile, being asking, saying that I am, because I started, he sent that message saying that I am no longer talking. And when he said, "Can I give him?" I didn't reply that message because I've told him before that already we have known ourselves. There is no need of giving number. So he'll continue to ask of that number, and I stopped replying his message. And where before he now said that I am not doing what I am saying. So, and my mind went to the that video that I said, there is no fear in love. Perfect love drives out of fear. First John 4 verse 18. So if you look at this incident, you see that people say things in the way that they are reasoning, in the way that is, they say things out of their reasoning, where the way their mind conceives it. So having heard that, I just like, I hope to do this video. I'm sorry that it came late, but still you get to understand better why I still maintain it. Because there was this my video as well that I said any teacher that is not doing what he or she is teaching should get ready to waste in hellfire. When I say that, when I said it, I meant it. I am not like, because I want to do what I am saying. I want to practice what I am saying. That's why I've said it and I'm still saying it, that I want to teach and I want to learn. St. Paul will say that, how will it be that what I am making others, I'm preparing others to be perfect in, what will make them to be, that they will value, things that will make them to be valuable, make them to be valuable, or things that will make them to stand out for good. After teaching other people to be in that position, he himself that is teaching will be casted out, when God will start blessing, or to say that you have done it well, my son, you have done it well, my daughter. And you that are teaching others to do that well, that will make them to be praised, you'll be casted out. God forbid that. I said it's not me. So all this while I've been having in mind that I will answer that question, but something will just came up and I will leave the what I wanted to say. So now, having said it, I now said, oh, well, this person doesn't understand who I am very well. And in this scenario now, I would like to use, there's a story that I will tell you to prove myself, because there is the statement I made as well in one of my, well, I call it that is a write-up that I said, prove them, stop denying your right, defend it. And I will defend that I'm still standing on, there is no fear in love, that perfect love drives out of fear. Having seen that this person, maybe, yes, you have loved the way I do things, you love me, you want to have my number, and you are sending messages and I'm not replying it doesn't mean that I did not like you, or that I did not I am avoiding that person by not replying. Now I'll answer it better with this story that I will tell. Days ago, this friend, I'll just call him friend because later something lead to it, though the friend doesn't last. So, but this young boy, should I call him man, because he was just like, it's my age mate, sure, about 20 something as well. So then he was sending message to me, and I don't know who was sending the message. I was like, after sending it, after reading, I was just like, I wasn't replying it. So it's he continued to send this message, like he was like appreciating me for a lot of things. I was like, since this person doesn't want to say something about his aim of coming, I will continue to read without replying. So just to tell you that, not that the person that is not replying your message doesn't appreciate, or maybe have a kind of a regard for you. It doesn't mean that. It's just that they, maybe there is nothing to reply for until there is something that will warrant the reply. So he was like sending the message, he was sending it, I wasn't replying it till he now called. I think he called. But before then, why I was like to pick the call or even to have the courage. It's like, there was time that he might be calling, I will not pick all this. So the messages that he was sending was the kind of the one that made me to like now answer his calls. That he now there was a message that he sent to me. He said that there's a way that somebody will just like speak to you. You'll be interested to know more about the reason for coming to your life, for this person coming to your life. Something like, maybe I can't just remember all the way he's sending it or how he used to say it, but what I can remember was the one that attracted me, that made me to like, I want to know this person or to see who is even talking to me, was that he said, there was this one that he sent me the message. He sent me, said, maybe, how are you, dear? I just feel like to know how you are faring. I hope you are doing great. That I just wish to appreciate you for everything, for the kind of person that you are. That you are so you would not know how people take you to be, that you're so great before the eyes of men, that the way people talk about you have made him to like, he wish he can have somebody like me as a friend. Maybe just this kind of thing, as in, he said that people have been saying a lot of good thing about me, that I should keep on keeping on, I should keep living this good life, that he just wished to appreciate everything that I've been doing for mankind, that I am that is, that I am a kind of person that people would like to associate with, so that he will just lay his, in fact, he will just say this but little about what people are saying about me, that I should keep on living that good life. He will just end it by maybe God bless you or something that is just good to hear, you know. So I was like, even after reading, I was like, I started becoming interested in that, like the kind of messages that he uses. But yet I did not reply you until he later called. Now I now pick courage to like to know who is even this person. And now, like, when he told me the person, I knew him very well, but just that I don't know, I don't have his number, I don't know. You understand? So I was like, well, are you the one that have been like all this while? She said yes, because you know that I find it difficult to talk to people. That people have been saying that I'm very difficult to reach. Sincerely, yes. Then, during my youth, I know how close I am to, as in how close I am with God, as in how I used to hold myself to not to fall into victim, as in all these relationship victim and all these things. So I've been avoiding it. But to some extent, when I as I continue to grow, I am becoming a kind of, I have grown to some extent that I can reason proper than when I was little. So from that, my during that those days, that maybe that when you talk to, I won't even listen to, I'll be going, I'll just look at you, I won't even like. So they have used that to like tag me, as in that I'm no go area. But this boy started with some messages that first of all captured my mind. One, because I like men that has sense, men that are reasoning, that will talk sense into your brain. So with the way he used to put his message, and like the way he sent it to me, and the way you just organize it, you have already told me that this person is a responsible somebody. So I now, like, the day that we now thought we discussed, I was like, are you the one that is even doing this? He now said, please, that he wouldn't just like to end it in that message. That he would like to talk with me one on one. Can I please um as in accept to meet with him? So I said, no problem. We later agreed on a day that we will meet. So after everything, that day I came, he called and I came to see him where we he asked me to meet with him. So on my coming there, he was seeing me, he was surprised. If you see the way that he was like looking at me at this, when we came to the place that we settled to in order to have some discussion, he ordered for drink and meat as well. So to my greatest surprise, just on our arrival and the bringing of those things, not long, not too long, just few minutes, one of his friend, a friend of his, now came in. Hmm. Thank God that even before going to that, before going to his invitation, already I've made up my mind without any fear that things that he has been saying in his messages, I want to hear more because he said something about what people are saying about. I want to hear more about what people are saying about me. So, in order to know who I am, even if I should not ask anybody, let me get it from this person that already have started saying it. Let me know what people have been saying about me. So that was even one of my intention, and my mind was clear. And not that I'm going to his house, I have a courage that we are going to open play, maybe where other people will be coming to. So I don't have fear of anything. So, so on arrival of that his friend, I was like, huh. In my mind was, have you seen what would have happened to me if I have fears? I would have started to be ashamed of my, or like, oh, I don't even want, or maybe I have something in mind that is not good that I am trying to cover up, that I don't want people to know about me. So even from him, he would have known that I am a pretender, or that I am those people that used to do evil under that is, they will come out as a and when they go at the back they will do the worst. So he himself was, so even the coming of his friend was like, he himself was surprised to see me. And I was like looking at both of them, I was like, these people, I don't know what they plan they have, but whatever. I am very, very, very comfortable and very, very, that is, without any fear, because I made up my mind that I don't have any evil in mind before coming to meet him. I just only want to hear what he wants to say to me and to hear more of what people are saying about me. Meanwhile, before my going to anybody, I have made up my, during the my when I was growing, I made God to be my best friend. Where I put even my finger rosary was at my wedding ring. I said that, God, you are wedded me, you are my friend, you are my best friend, you're my husband, or you're my brother, my everything. So whatever I'm doing, I do lay it before him. I will say, friend, this is where I'm going. We will go to. I don't even find myself to be alone. So at this point, I would like to advise any young girl that is listening to me in this video. If you have not made God your, if you have not made Jesus or God or Holy Spirit your best friend, in fact, you'll be making mistakes, and the men will be messing up with you. I am telling you this and as a kind of a personal experience. I made him to be my personal friend. That is my personal Lord and Savior, not just Lord and Savior, my closest friend. So wherever I'm going, I used to invite him. I was telling him, we have somewhere to go. There's some, this person is talking, is trying to, I don't know what have. So he, the spirit that is God, that knows everything, will be telling me even what is it. Had it been that I have fear or dodging some things, I would have been ashamed of myself that day. So, but after everything, the both of them, self, I've started pitying them, because even as I was like looking at both of them, I was like, these people, they thought they will mess me up, but today I will show you that the he that is in me is greater. So on looking at on both of them, they were still surprised. I was like, they were surprised. I was like, drink your, have your, take your drink now. He was still like, am I the one that was sitting there? So having seen that his mind was not close at all. So I started telling you, okay, if you can, let me help you even. I started getting some meat too. So okay, open your mouth, let me feed you. This kind of, I was like, to show all my righteousness, to show all my clear mind that I don't have anything or any. So even to his friend, they were also, finally we just finished. I don't even think we discussed a lot much. What I noticed is that they thought I would be shy, because I used to be a shy person when I was growing, too shy. But I just thank God for, after everything, God trained me. Holy Spirit, the fact He made me to, my life changed from by knowing Him, because I was like, I don't know why I'm too shy. I don't know why I'm too like, it's not the kind of life I want to live. I want to be open. I want to be like, when people are, I will, not that it will make me to, knowing God is not all these things. clear mind, your conscience, let it be clear all the time. Make everything that you are doing to be a kind of, if God should be watching me, even when nobody is seeing me, if I am doing this, I know God is watching me. Will He be pleased with me in this thing that I'm doing? If your mindset is to be pleased with you, continue. Whether you are in secret or in a public, do it right. That is what I'm trying to say. So in this story now, it will tell you that the true love doesn't have any fear. Even though that is not in only friendship, there is a lot of things that when you have fear in, it will result punishment. Take for instance, you maybe your friend advising you something that you don't want to do. Maybe you want to engage in, they want you to, maybe they want to call you for something that might cause trouble, or maybe to do something that people will like, hey, who did this kind of thing? And within you, your mind doesn't accept it, but because maybe they feel that you are not a guy, you are not like, you are behaving childishly or something like that. You just do it because of that, and finally that thing will, your mind will be blaming you. Even people, even though, even if it is secret, you know that if it comes to physical, or maybe way publicly, that people will say, God forbid, who did this? So what I was saying in effect is that let us do it right, whichever way we are doing it. The relationship that we should find ourselves, especially when you are a married person, should no longer be that type of friendship that you have been doing when you are still single. That maybe, you know, you be asking, which one did you eat? I love you, I love you, I love you. Hi, hi. What did you eat today? All this kind of question, all this, no reasonable thing. The level you should be operating should be in another a higher level, that you'll be like sharing something that will be helpful to you yourself. Maybe job opportunity, you share with your, maybe your friend, you can help a friend to get a job. You can like help a friend to teach him or her things that will help that person to become better. Even though that's a reasonable somebody that is still single can be reasoning like this. I'm just trying to tell you what relationship of that, when you are still single, can be to when you are now married. It should not be the same. Even if it should be the same, then it only takes a reasonable somebody, a kind of somebody that has a kind of a high level of reasoning, that will not be in that position of what did you eat today? Hello, I love you, I love you. All this stage of friendship. So when you must have known it to this extent, then that is when you must have known that the relationship is now what to come in and relate with. So having gotten into this, you will see that all you need to do is to continue relating. If there is before you even, the relationship that I even like is the relationship that you not even have to say some to somebody, I want you to be my, something must come up that will make you to even a same number without even being asked for it. You will see that now you need my number, I need your number, and that is how it will click, that is how it will start. So with all these things, you will see that you will not have clash with anybody, you will not have to argue or to, before the person will give you a number. That will really have a kind of respect to that relationship. You will have respect to your each other. You understand, you know that you are mature to the relationship. So that is it. That is it. Whichever one we are doing, let us do it well. Let us do it well, so that we will not have blame, we will not have punishment in whatever we find, in any way we find ourselves. So, thank you so much for watching. I believe that you have gotten something from this message. So, to the person that asked this question, I know that you have already known that up to now, still, I am a friend to you. And to anybody that is watching me, you are my friend. The only thing is that you might not have my number or that we are not relating too close. If you want our relationship, just continue maybe watching. You can be sending a kind of a message, all these things. If there is reason for me to know you one on one, with by God's grace, because I believe everything I'm doing, if God is not there, count me off. So if it is God's will that there is something that will come in contact with, definitely we will exchange our number and it will click. You understand? So thank you so much. And I believe that in my next one, you will still have something to say. Thank you, Jesus. Still have something to say. I've learned something. You still have something to say. I am growing in my spiritual and physical life, because my own is that I am not sharing it only by physical. I am sharing it both spiritual, physically, and otherwise. I am not like a kind of a, hey, you maybe I anyone that, even if it is just when it comes to, you will see me there. When it comes to, when it needs to, you will see me there. So that is me. So wherever you see me, all I am doing it for the glory of God. Is it by radical, for the glory of God? Is it by quiet, for the glory of God? All for the glory of God? Because all the things that we are doing on this earth, it is going to pass away, but the only thing that will remain forever is eternity, which is your spirit, and it is spiritual. So care for both spiritually and both spiritual and physical. That is my own. I've said it before, 50-50, and that is all. You have done it well. Even if you cannot give it up to that 50, at least have in mind to give it. Some people will say that I am not a worldly person. No, everything is a churchy, 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 or holy, 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 and the physical is suffering. It's not worth it. For me, I believe in both. I have to carry it both. I want my spiritual to be okay, as well I want my physical to be okay. Some people will say I don't want to do. If you want to be okay even with your physical, though, this I'm trying to go to another topic. Let us hold the one I have said already, so that I will not divert. I will not divert. Maybe someday I will talk about it. As you see me, now so I am. You might see me another day. I will feel like to look like how I wish I am. Okay, if I look like, I feel okay with it, with my spirit. So you will not blame me for it. So all I am saying is the way that I will make it to be for the glory of God. That is my message. So thank you so much. Till I come your way next time. Bye.